Hey everybody, welcome to Dropkick. My name is oh fuck.
You just rushed through
Yeah, I
that.
know.
All right.
Hey everybody, welcome to Dropkick.
My name's Alan,
And I'm Steel.
and today we're talking about Godzilla 2014. The reason I'm adding 2014 is because Godzilla. There's an American Godzilla
Yeah,
just named Godzilla, and this one's also
Matthew
Godzilla.
Broderick.
Yep.
Yeah, Jean Reno. But this one that we're talking about is the one directed by Gareth Edwards.
Edwards. It's
Gareth
yep.
Edwards. Damn
He
it.
he also directed Monsters.
I don't know
Which-
what monsters is.
Honestly, I thought it was a very well done movie.
Okay.
Because it was big ass aliens, and he showed them I think he did a good way of showing the aliens when he did.
Okay. I have no idea what it is, and so if I've never heard of it, I'm gonna assume good.
All right. Well,
So top build cast.
yeah, the top cast we're gonna talk about is Bryan Cranston, who plays scientist where they don't even say his name more than 3 times.
Yeah, something Brody.
Yeah, something Brody. And then Aaron Taylor Johnson, which we all know from Kick-Ass 1 and 2. All right, and then Elizabeth Olsen, who is supposed to be Aaron Taylor Johnson's wife in the movie.
She looks very scary. Ah, she looks hideous.
Yeah, she looked okay.
I don't know.
Okay,
She looks hideous.
I say okay. Giving her some points, but
Yeah.
And then Ken Watanabe, who is another scientist, where I don't think they say his name too many times either. So I don't think we need to know names.
No, but he's,
As long as we have the faces, I think we
yeah,
should be
Ken
fine.
Watanabe. He was in the Last Samurai. He's played token Japanese guy
Yeah.
a lot. He was in Inception. He was the Japanese guy from Inception. That's pretty much all you need to know.
Yeah. And that's it. I mean, those are the big cast members that we are going to cover because everybody else we can just throw out the door. The movie would have
Yeah,
progressed the
I
same
think
way.
they were insignificant. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So, I mean, let's start from the beginning. What did you like from the beginning? Like, let's say the first 30 minutes. What was it that you
Oh, I mean, they had a really good montage in which, they talked about how Godzilla has been kind of interspersed with human history and how, atomic nuclear tests were actually not tests. They were actually trying to bomb the shit out of Godzilla, and apparently it's never worked.
All right, is that all you liked from the first 30 minutes, or is there a little bit more?
I don't know. I mean, are you poking at something in particular?
No, I'm just asking.
Oh,
You
no, that's pretty much
That's
it.
it?
Yeah, the montage. That was a cool montage.
Honestly, that's one of the only things I liked from the first 30 minutes.
Okay.
That was it. And then also, they killed off Bryan Cranston. I think those were
Yeah,
the
they
only-
killed
the only
Bryan
things-
Cranston within the first act.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think those were the only things that actually I liked in the first 30 minutes.
I respect that they killed Bryan Cranston, but it was kind of weird because he was the top billed actor. I mean,
Yep. His name was on every poster.
yeah, every poster.
commercial.
His was a first name.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. So
but
that
I
was
guess
strange.
that happens when you are when you do
Yeah.
something as big as Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad.
Your name has to be in the
Hey,
top.
Malcolm in the Middle's dad. Come on, guys. I mean,
Exactly.
that was the shit, man.
All right. What about negative parts?
In the first act?
Yeah,
or-
first act. Let's say first act.
I don't know yet. Should we get into the critiques yet? Because I don't really.
Do
have...
you just want to go through like the
Yeah,
whole
yeah,
process? All right.
let's just go through the whole thing.
All right. How about second act then? I mean, is there certain things you liked or?
So in the second act, that's when you actually got to see the Godzilla the first time.
Yep.
They already revealed the monsters, which massive unidentified terrestrial organisms. Yeah, so they gave this really like contrived name to the monster, Muto, M-U-T-O, massive unidentified terrestrial organism. And you got to see him. He got the chance to like kind of wiggle around a little bit.
Yeah.
But in the second act was our first unveiling of Godzilla.
Yep.
And I mean, what's our
yeah.
general consensus about the way Godzilla looks?
All right. Well, the way I say it is that the Japanese are right that this Godzilla grew up in America because he's fat.
Godzilla's pretty fat.
The way I think about him is a bear combined with a whale.
That's a pretty accurate statement. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
he has the tail of a whale. He's as big as a whale.
Yeah,
But then
he's-
has the
he's
legs
pretty
of the
big.
bear. He stands
he
up
has no
straight.
neck.
He has no neck.
Yeah,
so.
he barely has a neck.
That's the best way I could explain Godzilla.
But they revealed Godzilla. Godzilla looks okay. I mean, he's a little bit bigger than usual. There was a fight. There was a very, very small fight between the Muto and Godzilla. And in the end of the second act, they also revealed that there was a second Muto.
Yep.
A female Muto, which was, I still say, is 4 times as big as the male Muto. The male Muto's the flying one that everybody got to see in the trailer, and the
that
female
everybody
one,
thought was Mothra.
Yeah, I thought it was Mothra. Yeah, I fell for it. Yeah. But they revealed the female and male Muto. They revealed the plot that they had, which was they were basically
trying to mate
and make more Mutos everywhere. And Godzilla is supposed to be hunting them to balance the world. Right?
Yeah, something like that. I mean, that was the best way we could come up with. But
okay, so third act.
Yeah, that's where your third act starts. Now, what I felt the third act was good on was a major monster fight.
Yeah,
it seemed slow, but you gotta remember at that like huge like variety of monsters, I think monsters would be moving kind of slow. It would take more energy to move that.
Yeah, that much mass. Yeah, that's true. I mean, the fight is fine. The only thing was, we didn't see a really good monster fight until the third act.
Yeah, which is the end. I mean, in a movie of Godzilla, I want to see a monster fight. Monsters fight. I mean, at least 2 or 3 battles, I'll be good. Where in this one was one major one, and a TV shot of the other one, and then the TV shot's off.
And then
I mean that was
Godzilla has to fight both the Mutos at the same time, and
well, I mean the fight was good. I mean I liked how the fight was done and everything.
It's okay. It's fine. It's a monster fight.
Yeah, and then that's where you see him doing his atomic fire thrower or whatever it's called.
No, his radiation throw up.
Yeah, that did. So I mean the way they did it, I liked how they did it because you saw it starting from the tail all the way up to his spine.
What was starting from the tail?
Well,
you got to specify this.
I'm sorry. The atomic buildup started out from the tail.
There's
all
a
the way
light.
down. Yeah,
it was like Christmas tree lights. Yeah, and it started from the tail. Yeah,
Yep.
and then it built up.
Yep.
The scales.
And then you saw him take a deep breath. Getting ready for it.
Did you see it? A little bit
you
through
saw
the chest.
His chest puff a little bit.
But I mean, was there any lights?
No, there was no lights.
Oh, okay. Maybe I was crazy.
Maybe. All right.
I could have swore I saw some light seeping through from his chest. I don't know.
I mean, it's possible. Maybe I wasn't paying close attention. But I saw his chest move as he was breathing in and stuff like that, and that was pretty cool. Well, the build up to the fire breath was pretty epic. Yep.
And it was a cool technique. This is Godzilla's signature technique,
of course.
And I don't think they failed on it.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I think they did a good job with.
I think in the Matthew Broderick Godzilla movie, I don't think Godzilla actually did a fire breath.
No,
he screamed and cars just happened to blow up, right?
Yeah, it was like an invisible scream. There was nothing there to do anything.
Yeah,
really.
yeah. So that was a disappointment in that movie. But I mean, in this movie, the build up to it was actually pretty.
Yeah, I agree.
And then there was this whole plot point with the bomb and.
Well, I mean, let's talk about negatives right now.
Yeah.
We're gonna start negatives right now,
okay.
From the beginning to end. Negatives.
Oh wow. I don't know. So they changed the basic story of Godzilla. Like Godzilla was birthed by the atomic bombs that hit Japan.
Yeah, that was the original Godzilla.
That was the original Godzilla, and now they changed it to.
He was always here. He was an alpha predator, and he was
primordial.
Like way back.
He's from the primordial era or something.
Yep, and he's all underneath the water, taking up all the Earth's atomic waste or whatever.
No, the radioactive material or the radioactive
from the Earth or something. Like
yeah, whatever from the Earth, and this is what he fed on, and this was also what the creatures from that era also fed on, and now that Earth's radiation on the outer crust is less than what it used to be, they have to go in deep water, and this is kind of how they justified the existence of Godzilla and how he was.
I wasn't a big fan of that either. Yeah, they changed
the
Godzilla.
story. They changed the story of Godzilla, and I wasn't too happy about that.
I honestly did not mind.
It's not the worst.
It's not the worst.
I've seen worse reboots.
I agree. I mean, I can see why they did it. They wanted to give him like an actual benefit of doubt. Oh, this can never happen.
Yeah.
So let's change the story a little bit.
Mhm.
I mean, I understand that, but the way they went about it, where he's coming back to the Earth because he wants to balance the world for humans.
Yeah.
That felt too contrived. There was a lot of in the movie that was too contrived. Like,
Yeah.
Kick-Ass was
He's
a bomb disposal.
Yeah, bomb
they don't even need
diffusers.
him till the end where he diffuses a bomb. I mean, where he's supposed to, but he doesn't. But,
yeah. And I mean, there's a lot of plot points that they had. It felt like they had a storyline, and they had to draw in coincidences and people into those scenes in order to make it work within the plot of the story. And
like, I swear, Kick-Ass is a cat because he has 9 lives.
he has 9 lives. He survived. I mean, he looks like absolute shit in one of the fights.
Yep.
With the railroad track. He falls probably like 200 feet into like
water,
a thin ass riverbed.
Yeah.
And he's limping away, and then the next scene
he's walking.
He's walking perfectly fine. He's like, "I'm ready for the next mission, Captain." I mean, I don't know.
It's like, on that, I understand if you survive once.
Yeah, but
That's
this
it.
happens
That
like
was
2 or
it.
3 times within the movie, and you're just kind of like, man, this guy has all the. He went into that city with a group of, I don't know how many, 40 guys maybe.
Yep.
And he was the only one to walk
survive.
out.
Yeah, it's like there was a lot of things that could have made this movie better. I feel like they could have made it more
way
fluid.
too convenient.
And they could also add more monsters, because honestly, we didn't see a monster until like an hour into. Well, the first monster, the Muto, we saw 30 minutes, but we didn't see Godzilla for like an hour.
Yeah,
into the movie.
that's very true. Yeah, so, I don't know. And let me see. The monster fights weren't that great.
No, I mean, there was one major one. It was a good fight, but that's it, And then the one before it, where they say, "Oh, Godzilla was fighting a monster," they only showed like a little 5-second review on it on like a TV inside the movie, and that was it. Really.
Yeah,
I mean, they didn't really go.
Yeah, it was like, panic happening in Hawaii, and then it shows like the thing
fight.
kind of attacking Godzilla. It. Yeah, so I mean, it was pretty disappointing. Like, they built up a lot of hype into these fights, but then as they happened, it was very disappointing.
Oh, by the way, when he was in Hawaii, I don't know how he got out of that train. They never showed.
Which train?
Where that train they were going to the airport with the kid. They never showed up. Yeah.
Yeah, the train was like dangling.
Yeah, it was dangling, and then they went to San Francisco.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then he ends up surviving.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sorry, I just thought of that just now.
I didn't know what the hell happened. I don't remember what happened there. Yeah, so I mean, Godzilla's kind of a pussy. I mean, he lost a fight to these two things that they don't look like they're built for battle, like, at all. They have
hooks on their arms.
They got they would look more like bats.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
and one of them definitely looks like
a bat combined with a moth.
Yeah,
so it's a weird combination. But
yeah, I think if there was a moth my size, I could probably fuck it up.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and the other one was kind of
it was a giant, but that's it. I mean,
it was a bigger version of it that couldn't fly. And I don't know. I mean, they have like this dumb move where they just jump up and they hit you with their spikes. And Godzilla was like, "Oh no,
I can't do nothing.
No. Yeah, I can't do anything about this. You're taking blood samples from me." And he was just like, "No, man, just fucking fuck him up."
I mean, yeah.
His tail whip, Pokemon move. His tail whip.
I think that was hysterical. How that happened.
It was pretty bad.
My first thought was, hey, he just used tail whip. That was my first thought when he just defeated the first Naruto. But I mean, overall, the movie was okay. If you have kids, take them to it.
Okay, yeah.
But I mean, for someone that's a big fan of Godzilla, I think you're okay skipping this one if you want to.
I think if you're a big Godzilla fan, you should watch this. It's better than the Matthew Broderick movie.
Yep.
But it's worse than any other Godzilla.
But then if we watch any Godzilla right now, we'll be laughing at it. I mean, it's more modern.
It's more modern, but I mean, Godzilla films past the first one was all about monster.
Yep, and I that's what I wanted to watch from a Godzilla film.
I think they missed. I think they missed the point on this, guys. Like, the this Godzilla movie was not about monster battles.
It felt like an army movie.
It was a
more.
military-based movie. I don't know. I mean, what's your score in the end?
My score in the end, I go with a 5, honestly. I mean, I would give it like right in the gate. It was like it could have done better, but it wasn't the worst movie.
No, so it certainly wasn't the worst.
But from a scale from 1 to 5, though, it'd probably be a 2.5.
Okay, are we doing 1 to 5?
Let's do 1 to 5.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay. 1 to 5s. I'd probably give it like a 3. I'd probably give it like a 3. I'm gonna be a little bit easier on it. You know, I like the way they portrayed Godzilla. I think the acting's decent. Nothing to write home about. There's special about. Maybe. I don't know. I can't really think of anything else that would have really, that they really did well in this movie.
Well, they
special effects were okay.
Yeah, the special effects were. That's it. Well, how about as a dropkick together? What would we give it? 3?
I guess.
Because
2.5. Or?
No, let's go with 3 because
3?
Yeah,
okay.
we'll go with an exact 3.
3 drop kicks. Yeah.
All right. Well, now we can move on to recommendations. Do you have any recommendations for someone that doesn't have the money to see this movie?
Okay, so I mean, if you guys aren't looking to go to the movie theater or you want something that true Godzilla genre movie, I'd recommend you guys go watch Pacific Rim. There's plenty of huge monster movies, and we have the Jaegers, right?
The Jaegers are big ass robots.
Big ass robots, and I think this Pacific Rim, which is directed by Guillermo del Toro, I think he understood the Godzilla genre, big monster movie genre, better than Gareth Edwards.
I agree.
Yeah, so it's actually a disappointment. And I like Pacific Rim. You guys should go watch that instead.
All right. Well, for me, because you did an action movie, I'm going to do a comedy movie.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Big Ass Spider.
Big Ass Spider. Yeah.
I recommend Big Ass Spider because it has really good actors in it and stuff like that.
I haven't seen it before, so this recommendation only comes from you.
That's
right?
fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Right.
My hands have been washed.
But I mean, it's a comedy movie. It's about a big ass spider. It's something funny to watch with a family. Did you ever see that movie,
Eight-Legged Freaks?
I did.
Okay.
It was all right.
You got a spider phobia.
I do have a spider phobia. I watched it.
You're recommending these spider movies.
I know.
Would you recommend these spider movies even though they might have spider phobias?
Yeah. I don't see why not. I mean, for me, I hate spiders. I can't touch a spider whatsoever. Yeah. But I mean, for the most part, I think it should be fine. I'll be fine, you know.
All right.
I can tell the difference between a movie and real life. So.
All right.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think this is it, guys. Well, thank you for watching, tuning in. Subscribe if you want.
Subscribe, and comment.
Likes, dislikes. I want to know if you guys are watching, and stuff like that. So. All right. Well, I guess that's it. Well, my name's Alan.
I'm
Thanks for watching.